All right, it's the last day of 2024. December 31st, tomorrow starts 2025. We start with a new year. Tell me about what you've been working on since we talked last.
All right, I think we talked about this wall. I've got it sealed up. It's together. It's nice.
That sounds solid.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good job there. Starting to do epoxy in a few different places. This wheel well again was a mess, so I'm trying to stabilize everything there. Epoxy a little bit around the
shithole.
Yeah.
The toilet hole. Sorry.
Yeah, the fitting there, and then I started taking apart and tracing out all the 110 power. Cutting the ones off because rats had chewed through and was exposing wires. So instead of trying to lace it all through the power distribution panel, I just cut them off there and labeled them on the other side. And so I'm just trying to roll all this stuff up so I can get a good foundation for this floor here. Also started fitting this wall into place.
Woo woo, more walls. I like walls.
This wall piece here is to go
over the wheel well. Yeah.
I can't finish the wheel well because our shore power comes through here, and so that's my next thing. I'm going to cut shore power off. Probably order a new power distribution center that can handle multiple charging phases for a lithium battery upgrade.
Yay!
We'll do that too. I think that's more or less it. Got most of this floor put in here. Probably do one final panel all over this once I get the bathroom floor stabilized. Again, trying to get all the wiring and everything out of this area so I can at least access this floor and get it to where it doesn't want to fall in.
Yeah, falling through the floor is not a fun thing to do.
Not
No.
promising.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's looking good. You're doing a great job.
Oh yeah, one last thing. All of the ceiling here, I'm trying to get a nice scored line, clean off as much as I can to get a nice flat plane so we can
Put a new ceiling
somehow.
in.
I'm not
Yeah.
too sure how we're going to do that yet.
That's going to be a tough one. And we still have the ceiling in the front to finish off too. Oh yeah, you found these. We knew we had them somewhere. It was just a matter of finding them. So for the armrests, you're actually going to have the armrest on the sink back there?
So
Yeah. It'd be easier if you show.
Have a shelf here, have the armrest, something like that maybe, and then have this tie into here, and then have a finial cap or
Something on the end to bring it all together.
finish that. But that's
And we've got 4 of those legs, so we may do another set of them on the
do
floor.
Another drop down here, depending on
The build out.
the build and the access, because we're going to have a whole door assembly so we can access
Underneath.
here as well as access here at the same time, so you can get into it either from outside.
And then
or
if we wanted to, we could take all the cushions off and access it from the top too, but
Yeah.
it's just easier. It's going to be easier to have a door, but I think those are going to make some really pretty armrests. I'm so glad you found these. We scavenged those off of an end table that someone had
I think it was
had
an
left
old
by the
table
curb.
or,
And the rest of the table was in really bad shape, but it had some really nice carved
yeah, it was all particle
wood.
particle board
Top.
support top, but this was hardwood and cast resin.
legs. All right, I've been busy painting the frame today. I've got the pieces, the metal pieces that the magnets will stick to here. I'm going to add a magnet to these so that I can conceal those when the map is not in the frame. It'll also conceal the roundness of the windows, which I'm not thrilled about it showing behind the frame. I also have the first blind awning. I don't know what you would call this. This will go over the top of the blind to hide the hardware that attaches it to the wall. Before, they had these big upholstered things and you couldn't really get to the blind to take it off or change it out or anything. This will allow us to easily change it out. I'm just going to have a little bit of Velcro on the back of it that will Velcro right to the blind, and it can be removed anytime that you need to remove it. And it's more of the fake foam. It's unpainted right now, but it'll be painted the same color as the frame over there, which is going to go around one of the windows next to the bunk beds. So today has all been about casting faux foam to make the awnings, or whatever you would call those, for the window blinds. And you can see this one here has been painted, and the window blind will be concealed by this faux wood. We also have the faux wood on the map that covers the window, the bunk window, and several others in process. Here's our mold that we've been using right now. Cory has one of them setting up inside the mold. We've got enough to do all the windows, but we have to figure out what we're going to do with the one bunk window that needs a frame. That is our wood frame in place. Frames out the window nicely, and then I'm going to add the map to cover the window so that you don't have light coming through. Here is the map in place, and it blocks out all the sunlight and keeps people from seeing us naked, but it still makes the aesthetic inside the camper look aesthetically pleasing and adventure-ish, and I don't know. What do you think, sweetheart?
Good job, babe.
Thank you. And that's all foam, faux wood, so it's very, very light. The map is on foam core, so again, very light. And when you remove the map can actually magnetize to the refrigerator as well, so easy storage. And then we'll do the same with the upper window as well. And this one right here, he's been busy. What have you been doing?
I'm just cleaning up the tub and shower area. Just cut the shore power to the distribution panel, so we can start to rewire everything, get that wall cleaned up, and then slowly start rerunning all of our electric.
I'm real pleased with how it's been coming along.
Yeah, it's coming along nice.
I
don't fall through right here anymore.
Which is nice. Falling through the floor is not a fun thing to do.
Thing for floors. That's kind of goes against what they're there for.
And once you get done with all of this floor, we can start putting in the flooring as well.
That's the hope, to get all the underlayment deck down, get it all secure and flat, and we can put in all of our laminate flooring, and then finish up our walls, our cabinets, plumbing, electric, gas.
So what would you say at this point? Is flipping a camper more difficult than flipping a house?
Flipping a camper is a lot worse.
It's because you've got to consider so many different things between the weight and the movement and the...
You're limited to materials. The materials don't behave right. The weather is a problem. You know, in a house, you can just go, well, I'm just going to
work inside.
I'm going to use this building material, and it doesn't matter how heavy it is. And you don't have 3 different types of power sources.
Is it going to be worth it?
I think so.
Is La Calamita, the calamity, becoming La Calamita, our compass needle?
I think so.
And I love this. Yes?
Yes.